Today the topic is a strange man of mud and metal. Predicting the future can be risky business, but consider with me some of the following predictions. Rail travel at high speed is not possible because passengers unable to breathe would die of asphyxia. Dionysius Larden, British scientist, 1823. Louis Pasteur's theory of germs is ridiculous fiction. Pierre Paget, professor of physiology at Toulouse, 1872. This telephone has too many shortcomings to be seriously considered as a means of communication. This device is inherently of no value to us. Internal memo, Western Union, 1876. Heavier than air flying machines are impossible. Lord Kelvin, president of the Royal Society, 1895. It doesn't matter what he does, he will never amount to anything. Albert Einstein's teacher, 1895. Everything that can be invented has been invented. Charles H. Dewey, Commissioner of the U.S. Office of Patents, 1899. The problem with television is that the people must sit and keep their eyes glued on the screen. The average American family hasn't time for it. The New York Times, after a prototype demonstration at the 1939 World's Fair. Which that one's actually kind of true. I think there was a world market for maybe 5 computers. Thomas Watson, chairman of IBM, 1943. Man will never reach the moon, regardless of all future scientific advances. Lee DeForest, radio pioneer, 1957. There is no reason anyone would want a computer in their home. Ken Olsen, president, chairman, and founder of Digital Equipment Corporation, 1977. The question is, are these people fools for thinking this? Hardly. I mean, most of them were intelligent people, but it takes more than intelligence to accurately predict what the future holds. Everyone knows, or at least can learn what's already in the past. But who can know what happens in the future? Do you know for sure exactly what is going to happen tonight, or tomorrow, or next month, next year, 5 years from now? I mean, we don't even know if we're going to be here 5 years from now. It's trying to see into the future is like trying to read with a blindfold on, or trying to drive a car on a pitch black night without headlights. But that doesn't stop people from trying to predict it. You have palm readers, psychics, astrologers. They all claim to know the future, and you've even got like scientists and people like weather forecasters, economists, and political analysts who all try to say what the future might hold. There's all kinds of people and all kinds of religions that claim to be prophets and know the future. And every year, you got tabloid newspapers that make scores of wild predictions that never come to pass. So does anybody really know the future? I believe that yes, there is someone who does, and he sees the future more clearly than any of us see the past. God knows everything that will happen, everything that ever will happen, and that's already happened before. And best of all, he shared things that are really important with us so that we can know through his chosen prophets. Do we have better info than astrologers and fortune tellers? Yes, we do. We have the Word of God, Jesus. We have this book, the Bible, which is unfailing and helps reveal the future throughout all time. God challenges false prophets in Isaiah 46, 9 and 10. For I am God and there is no other. I am God and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are yet done. God himself is the one that declares the end from the beginning. He is the master of time. And his Bible has outlined history in advance. I invite you now to come back in time with me to the palace of the king of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar. It's 2,500 years ago, and we're going to go ahead and look at his dream. We go through the famed Ishtar Gate into the heart of Babylon itself. Now, King Nebuchadnezzar one night was sleeping, and he had a strange, powerful dream like we were talking about in Sabbath school. He had a strange dream, but the next morning, he couldn't remember the dream. He was troubled by the dream. Has that ever happened to you? Like when you're dreaming something, say about your daily life, and you figure out something that you need to get done, like, oh, I understand that idea now, or I can actually do this now, and you wake up in the morning and you completely forget what you figured out. It's extremely annoying. Well, Nebuchadnezzar decided to get help remembering it. So he called wise men and his psychics and his astrologers and his magician, his clairvoyants and fortune tellers, all the different people. And if we read, we can read the experience there. It's in Daniel 2, 1-3. And in the second year of his reign, Nebuchadnezzar